And welcome back to the channel. Today I'm playing my recently acquired T110E4. This is the American, or one of the two Tier 10 tank destroyers with the 155mm main armament gun, 750 Alpha. It can only turn the turret 180 degrees and the reload time is pretty slow. But when you connect with this tank, as far as the enemy tanks are concerned, when you connect, you definitely connect. So we are on the Airstrip map, and we got a pretty decent matchup here. The enemy team has some pretty good players, 705 in particularly, and we're gonna make our way to the Airstrip and see what we can do. Got to be careful because I have a feeling that their light tank is going to be here, and yep, he is spotting the E100, and I think the Batchat is clipping this guy, or someone was clipping him. And the poor E100 already lost 700 hit points. And this Batchat, oh, okay, he just hit me, and I decided to use the repair kit and get out of his firing range. You don't want a French tier 10 auto-loading tank shooting you in the side. We're gonna make our way here in a little bit. There's no artillery, so we can be a little more flexible and daring with our gameplay. I'll watch the middle and see if we can get a shot of this T26 or 50, maybe through the bricks. Probably not, but someone else took him out, and we wasted an AP shell. So it looks like the majority of our heavies are in the middle here, so I'm going to use this bush and see who else is on the airstrip. I got backup by the WT back there and the Batchat as a spotter. AP round loaded. And we spot the Indian Panzer. And we can, whatever that thing's called. Ha! First shot of the game. 666. Don't have to explain you what that number is about. And it looks like our E100 finishes that TD off. The Indian Panzer is still out there somewhere. Trying to gauge and see if the enemy team is going to decide to storm that E100. They probably will, although right now he's getting hammered by that Indian Panzer and whoever else is lurking out there. So looks like the 268 version 4 is making a push. And I'm going to try to find our, yes, right in the track, 45-degree angle. The WT hits him again, and he's almost done for. I really want to try to eliminate this Indian Panzer out of there, but that may not happen. Oh, and there's a Udis sitting in the back, bouncing us. Looks like he bounced us, and the Batchat bounced us, so. Well, we're already up to 1.3k damage. Okay, I have no idea where that shot went. Looks like the other side is pretty busy. We don't really have an option to relocating there, but what we do see is that our T10 is basically standing alone with the aid of a few medium tanks. And the Concept B is complaining about the TDs. I decide to backtrack a little bit and see if we can get a good angle on this T95. We load a premium round because of his armor. I almost had him, but then he turned around and angled it. And we bounce off his side. The enemy team is a kind of a bad position here. They got an autoloader On their right, they got a T110E4, which is us, in front of them, and a T10 on the left. T10 is doing well considering the circumstances, but I don't know how long he's going to last. I don't know how many rounds that Skoda has. He's an autoloader. I try to put another round into the T95 and that bounces as well. I try to stay behind cover. Maybe a pixel shot. I guess an HE round would have worked out. I just don't want to spend another 13 seconds reloading. And looks like the T110E5 decides to... Oops, the T95 decides to take a different approach. Decide that maybe it's about time for us to pull up. We just have to be careful from that Indian Panzer. Maybe I'm overly cautious. The WT is asking for help, and I decide that it's time for me to move in. Okay. The T95 is my main target. Side is no good, but we put one into his cupola. And it's goodbye. And the Indian Panzer is taking some shots at us. I'm gonna try to angle my... Yep, he hits the tracks, but no damage. Now we're in cover. And now the fun begins. Grab a beer. Or whatever else you want to drink. Now the 705 doesn't have the gun depression to fight me. Although I do, but the problem is that Indian Panzer on the B line. I really don't want to get hit by him again. Spots us. And right now we're just holding this position. The 705A get hammered by one of our tanks. It looks like the Indian Panzer is making a move. Oh lord, the shot missed. He's coming out of our bat jet. I'm trying to reload in time to see if I can take another shot at him. I wish this bat jet would actually move forward and drag him back. This is gonna take a miracle. Miracles do happen. We eliminate the Indian Panzer. And now we're in 1 versus 1 with the 705. He tries to flank me. I use my track traverse and my turret. I try to aim. I gotta turn around again before he shoots me and into the lower plate. Now I gotta deal with the Udis. I load. What am I loading here? I still got the premium rounds. I hit the Udis for 751. The concept B tell me to fall back, and he's right because they're gonna flank me from the left. I bounce the Udis, and I'm gonna use the dead 705 as cover. I load an HE round. These HE rounds. The Udis hits me in the track, but there's no damage. The HE rounds on this tank are good for 1100 alpha. The T-22 decides to storm me. The T-28 Pro tries to storm me. I angle my armor. The T-28 bounces. What I should have done is kill the UTIS. I made a mistake. But now it's time to correct that mistake. I push against the T-28 and I believe I had a 1,000 plus shot against that T-28, which is pretty lucky. He bounces me again. I load another HE round. I aim at the side of the turret. And it's goodbye. We're up to 5,115 damage. 2.8k blocked. And the T-95 says I did nothing.